What happened to Usher has sparked disturbing questions about his early years around Diddy, and now those old allegations are back in the spotlight. For years, fans have wondered what the young singer may have experienced behind closed doors. If the claims surrounding him are true, this story goes far beyond ordinary industry controversy. It raises serious questions about power, vulnerability, and what happened to a young artist who was still finding his place in the music business.
That Justin Bieber got by Diddy.
It's not our fault that Usher didn't want to get fucked by Diddy anymore. It is not our fault that Usher didn't want to get fucked by Diddy no more.
Don't hit me no more. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Let's go. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. Hey, hey, hey.
Certain feeling, and I felt a certain way when Usher got on Shay Shay, and I don't mean to mention other people's platforms, but he got on Shay Shay and he mentioned how great and how good Puff taught him and everything. You know what I'm saying? About the business, right? I know, and people know, that was around that in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to...
What makes this even more disturbing is that Justin Bieber was also connected to the same circle at a very young age. Usher had been one of the key people in Bieber's early career, while Diddy later became another influential figure around the teenage star. In a resurfaced 2009 video, Diddy talked about spending 48 hours with 15-year-old Bieber, which has since sparked intense public discussion.
Don't mind me asking, because I know the topic is sensitive. What happened to Usher?
I heard about some music executive from the industry back in Harlem. You know, I heard it from some music executives back in Harlem. And I'm not going to speak on their name. They doing programs and everything like that, and they may be doing something, they may speak on it themselves. But I heard it from some music executives.
Where did you hear?
Bro, you know how people be talking, and we was around some people, something like that, and then some people might say, yo, I don't F with that dude. And at the time, I didn't even know who the F Usher was. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those type of situations. And when probably say, yo, man, I don't F with them niggas. Man, I'm getting out that industry and everything like that. You know, Puff sent this little kid to the hospital. How he sent him to the hospital? Man, niggas bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said. But I didn't even have a name for the kid at the time. Then you heard?
According to the allegation, something deeply disturbing happened to Usher during his time around Diddy, reportedly leaving him hospitalized. The claim remains unverified, but it has raised serious questions about what the young singer may have experienced behind closed doors.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed at all. Usher look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. Usher.
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the frosted flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
what the f did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the frosted flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid. Listen.
We're having a good time, yo. Usher made it.
This story actually begins decades earlier, when Usher was only 14 years old and already showing extraordinary potential. After signing with L.A. Reid's LaFace Records, the young singer suddenly found himself surrounded by some of the biggest names shaping the music industry. Reid, who became an important mentor in Usher's early career, made a controversial decision that would change everything. He sent the teenage Usher to New York City to stay with Sean "Diddy" Combs, one of hip-hop's most influential figures and someone widely known for his extravagant party lifestyle.
To New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place. And I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans.
And your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary
okay?
J. Blige. They didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And what kind, do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like,
what
like a living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell.
Sending Usher to New York was never simply about relocating him. L.A. Reid believed the experience could push the teenager outside his comfort zone and give his music a harder, more hip-hop-driven edge. He wanted Usher to absorb the swagger and attitude associated with Bad Boy's world, even though the singer was still young enough to require his mother's permission. Reid later acknowledged just how risky that decision felt, admitting he wasn't sure whether he was making a reckless choice or having a breakthrough idea. In his mind, however, the experience could shape Usher's sound, confidence, and identity as an artist. Usher has also spoken about his time around Diddy, occasionally hinting that he witnessed unusual things during those years while remaining careful about specific details. That ambiguity is exactly what continues to fuel questions about what the teenage singer experienced behind closed doors.
Trying to get to Bieber for a minute, and his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Think about that. He had already been to the hospital. That situation that Gene was talking about. And you still took Bieber there. But you got custody of him first. Diddy had already tried. They wouldn't let him. Actually, someone made reference to the fact that Diddy trying to get at Bieber the way he was trying to get at Bieber was looking a little predatory. And then Usher came in and discovered it and managed him and got custody of him and promised to look after him. And then he sent him to the diddler. Does that sound like a good guy?
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Does that sound like a good guy? Now that we know what Diddy's really like. They're not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there.
Oh.
Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there.
Despite the risks surrounding the arrangement, L.A. Reid later said the experience achieved what he had hoped for. He credited Diddy with helping Usher develop a distinctive R&B identity, blending his natural talent with a stronger hip-hop influence. That period became part of Usher's transformation from a promising teenager into one of music's biggest stars. But that success also raises a darker question. What did Usher actually experience along the way? Some allegations have attempted to connect his time around Diddy to a much larger system of exploitation and trafficking. Those claims remain unproven, and Usher has not publicly confirmed being part of any such conspiracy. Still, the contrast between his extraordinary rise and the disturbing allegations surrounding that era continues to fuel speculation about the real cost of his early success.
I was flown out to Atlanta by a manager. His name's Scooter Braun. Flown out to Atlanta just to meet with him and meet different producers and different people. I was actually going to meet Jermaine Dupri at his studio. And who rolls up? Usher in in his Range Rover. It rolls up, and I was like, is that who I think it is? And Scooter was like, yeah. And so I ran up to him, and I was like, Usher, I love your songs. You want me to sing you one? And he was like, let's just go inside, little buddy. It's cold out. So the politest possible way he could say no, he did. And I was like, wow, he just turned me down. And I was a little disappointed. He had to go into a studio session, so I was like, whatever. And a week later, he actually watched my videos with my manager and was like, oh my gosh, why didn't I let him sing? So flew me back to Atlanta where I got to meet him again, and he wanted to sign me. But there was something else.
Justin Timberlake, right?
Yes, Justin Timberlake also wanted to sign me. It was like kind of like, what happened was Justin Timberlake and Usher both went into a ring and boxed it out. And the outcome was Usher. I think it was
The widely reported account says L.A. Reid recalled Usher introducing him to Justin Bieber when Bieber was only 14. In his 2016 memoir, Reid described Usher bringing the young singer into the conversation as a remarkable new talent, even commenting on Bieber's striking appearance. That early introduction would eventually become an important moment in Bieber's path to becoming a global superstar.
But how dare you say a man that groomed you, you gonna give him a pass? Bruh, you know I know. Let me reframe you on something. Remember Usher? We was at the Swiss Hotel. Puff had Kim in the room. Had one of Keith Sweat's baby mothers in the big room outside the master bedroom. He came outside in his robe. She gave him a fellatio right there. His back was turned to me. She gave him a fellatio. You knocked on the door. I came and opened the door for you. Puff went in the room. You came in the room and kissed that girl dead in her mouth. Now I'm telling that because you taking up for somebody that you know and a lot of more people know didn't do you right when you was at Diddy camp.
Justin Bieber's rise began incredibly young. He was discovered by Scooter Braun at just 12 after Braun came across his YouTube videos, where the teenager was performing covers of artists including Usher and Chris Brown. But Usher would become an important part of Bieber's next major step. In 2008, Usher reportedly contacted L.A. Reid and arranged for the young singer to meet him. Reid later recalled receiving a call from Usher asking if he would be in the office because he had someone special to introduce. Later that afternoon, Usher arrived with 14-year-old Bieber, who immediately impressed Reid with his confidence and natural charisma. That meeting eventually helped move Bieber toward a record deal with Island Records, setting the stage for his explosive rise to global fame. Bieber would release One Time in 2009 and become a worldwide superstar shortly afterward. But the original script makes a much more serious allegation about what Usher supposedly knew or intended when introducing Bieber. There is no verified evidence establishing that Usher was grooming Bieber, so that claim should be treated as speculation rather than fact.
Me plus you, I'ma tell you one time. I'ma tell you one time. I'ma tell you one time. One time when I met you, come on. Wow.
I ain't mean to stop you like that, but this is only a tease. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you Island Def Jam recording artist Justin Bieber. It's getting ready to go down. Just so you know, we're in the studio right now working on it. Get ready because it's going to be big. Ain't that right, Justin?
That's right.
That's right. So look out. We're coming.
Bieber didn't need much convincing. He sat at the piano and started singing, then picked up a guitar and performed with the confidence of someone already comfortable on a stage. Usher introduced the teenager to L.A. Reid, and Reid was immediately impressed. To him, Bieber wasn't simply a talented vocalist. He had the natural instincts of a performer. Usher's claim that he had found something special wasn't an exaggeration. Reid decided he wanted to sign Bieber almost immediately, although because Justin was still a minor, his parents had to be brought into the process before everything could become official. Reid also remembered Bieber's distinctive hairstyle, which nearly covered his eyes at the time, becoming an important part of his early image. But according to Reid, the hair was only a small piece of Bieber's appeal. He described the young singer as charismatic, energetic, approachable, and naturally magnetic. Unlike artists who spend years constructing a public persona, Bieber seemed to possess that star quality instinctively. Usher would remain an important figure in Bieber's early development, eventually describing their relationship as something deeper than a standard professional connection. In 2016, he explained that although their relationship began through music, he developed a genuine personal bond with the young artist and came to view him almost like family.
Ago, Cameron, he did an interview and he told a story about how he went to Diddy house with mates.
Yeah.
And he fought the dildo in the sink.
I think that was crazy. I think that was out of, and then Mace said that was Puffs. I think he said Mace said that was Puffs, but Mace was in the bathroom with it. I don't know what that was all about, man, but that was real weird to me. That was crazy.
Crazy, man. But before we get off of that, right, I remember you told me a while ago that, you know, Mace, he used to live with Diddy, and he know a lot of stuff about Diddy that a lot of people don't know.
Man, it's a lot of stuff that Mace and Usher know that they ain't telling about Diddy. There's a lot of stuff that they know. Can you imagine, bruh? Can you really imagine?
What you mean by Usher, though?
Usher used to stay with Diddy, too, when he was younger.
And this was years ago. So the locks ain't got nothing to do with what I'm saying. This the kind of, man, listen here. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. But I want to talk about this lawsuit by Dunn, right? And I want to get your opinion on it. It's a part in this lawsuit where she alleges that she was at a dinner with Neo, Usher, and Jimmy Iovine. And Diddy, he punched Cassie in the stomach and no one did anything. How you feel about that?
They were part of the dinner and they watched Cassie get abused in front of, Puffy abused Cassie in front of them. And neither one of those men, and they probably security was around too, did nothing to stop what he had did to Cassie. Now that's just crazy right there, bro. That is just crazy. Usher probably got a daughter. Neo probably got kids, I don't know. Jimmy Iovine, you know, he take about 15, 20 scoops of sugar in his coffee. So, all those cats there, supposed to be men, watch that lady get abused right there in public, and they did nothing, brother. They did nothing. That goes to show you the power that he had mentally over them. Here go a woman witnesses, and this witnessing it, and said, they said nothing. Yo, man, stop, don't do that. Yo, not here, bro. Easy, nothing. Don't do nothing, say something. She said they didn't do anything and they didn't say nothing. That's the bad thing about it. If you're not gonna do nothing, open your damn mouth and say something. And that's a lot wrong with our people right now. They don't even want you.
As Bieber's career accelerated, his name also became associated with Diddy and the wider circle surrounding him. Diddy was publicly presented as another influential figure in the young star's orbit, while Usher remained one of Bieber's key mentors during those formative years. That history has since been re-examined because of allegations made by former Diddy bodyguard Gene Deal. Deal has claimed that Usher knew more about Diddy's private world than the public realized and may have been aware of sensitive information from that period. Those claims remain unverified, and neither Usher nor Bieber has publicly confirmed that account. But if there were ever credible evidence showing that Usher possessed significant knowledge about Diddy's alleged activities, it could raise difficult questions about what people around the young artists knew at the time, and what they chose to say or keep private.
Welcome to the family, John.
As scrutiny around Diddy continues, attention has also turned toward his past relationship with Justin Bieber. Reports have suggested that Bieber is deeply uncomfortable with the allegations surrounding the music mogul, who once occupied a mentor-like role during Bieber's early career. According to sources cited by Us Weekly, people close to Bieber have encouraged him to stay completely removed from anything connected to Diddy, and apparently that's exactly what he wants. One insider claimed Bieber has no interest in maintaining a relationship with a mogul at this point. Another suggested that the allegations have been difficult for Bieber to process because of how far back their history goes. That has also led to uncomfortable questions about Bieber's childhood and the adults surrounding him at the time. Sources cited by the Daily Mail argued that a teenage Bieber should never have been placed in adult party environments with Diddy or other industry figures. Those reports don't establish that Bieber was harmed, but they do highlight a serious question. How much protection should a young artist have received while navigating Hollywood at such a vulnerable age?
16.
No, slow down. Let's slow down, Justin.
Okay.
Let's slow down, okay?
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours. When you get 16, you're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah. And then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion.
Yeah.
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
Some reports have gone further, arguing that Justin may not have received enough protection during his teenage years. Those accounts have pointed fingers at his parents, particularly his mother, Patty Millette, and his father, Jeremy Bieber, while also questioning the adults and industry figures surrounding his early career. Usher has also been brought into that discussion because of his role in Bieber's professional development. One frequently resurfaced incident dates back to 2009, when Bieber was only 15 and reportedly spent an extended period of time with Diddy at his home. Accounts of that encounter have fueled intense online speculation about what happened during those hours and who, if anyone, was supervising the teenager. However, claims about what occurred during that 48-hour period remain disputed and should not be presented as established fact. The bigger issue is whether a minor entering the adult entertainment world should have had stronger safeguards and supervision around him. A resurfaced clip featuring Diddy and a teenage Bieber is once again drawing attention online. Some viewers have interpreted a moment in the conversation as Diddy possibly checking whether Bieber was wearing a recording device, while others believe the footage is being overanalyzed. Either way, the clip has reignited questions about what was happening behind the scenes during Bieber's early years in the industry.
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh?
No,
You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Correct. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'll tell you my number.
Yeah.
Another resurfaced clip has also caught attention, with viewers focusing on a moment where Diddy appears to jokingly warn Bieber about talking publicly about what happened between them. The comment has sparked fresh speculation online, although the clip alone doesn't establish what actually took place during their time together.
Friends in a strange way,
It's like Robin Big.
Yeah, it's like exactly.
I'm big and you're Robin.
Yeah. No, I mean, to a lot of us, he's like a little brother. You know what I'm saying? He's not afraid to call and ask for advice. He's somebody that, in the industry-wise, the record industry is a strong family, and he's somebody that, we definitely have our arms around, and we want to protect him because he's such genuinely a nice person besides his talent. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the greatest kids that you could ever know.
Justin, Diddy bought his
his son a Bentley. Maybe, you know, he could buy you one also while you're
He
out.
got me a Lamborghini.
Oh, well, that's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last
He
time.
had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television. Apparently not. Some things, everything ain't.
Some have gone even further, alleging that Diddy's influence over Justin may have extended into wider Hollywood circles. The claim remains unverified, but it has fueled disturbing questions about what Bieber may have experienced as a young star surrounded by powerful adults.
Wow! I feel violated right now. Wow.
Lean into me again. You smell amazing. How old are you?
Thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 16. I'll be 17 in like 2 weeks.
I don't ever remember smelling that good at 16. Like that was bad. Wow, look at your eyes. What music are you listening to?
Would you rather we have to be naked on stage during one full song, or drink a cup of blended worms? Answer Justin Bieber.
I have like little girl fans. I can't believe.
My parents never gave me the sex talk. Okay. So why don't you give me the sex talk?
I feel uncomfortable right now.
Oh.
Why do you want to know the sex talk from a 15-year-old boy? That's pretty weird.
Justin Bieber and Usher may not be the only young artists whose early years around Diddy have drawn scrutiny. Freddie P has made his own allegations, claiming that Diddy's behavior extended even to someone within his own family.
It's more deeper questions that I be wanting to know, like, why were you so infatuated with a child that wasn't yours? Were you grooming that little boy? I don't even want to start those conversations, because that's not your child. You know what I'm saying? And for you to keep him that close, it's like you kept him that close because he might got your secrets, because he's not your child. So if he's not your child and you that type of person with that type of character, you don't mind actually doing it to him when he finally reaches a certain age, because he's not yours. And you know in your mind he's not yours. And now you keep him real close to you. You make sure he don't go to his daddy. Why? You make sure he's separated with him and you provide him with everything he wants. Why? You got one of them little Michael Jackson secrets? He got one of them secrets that he can't tell nobody, because his legacy, his manhood gonna be, and not only that, his brother not gonna look at him crazy. Only Puffy know, only God and Puffy.
You're talking about Puffy, right?
I don't know. All I'm gonna say is, I don't know.
I'll be sure, son.
All I'm gonna say is, who's infatuated with another man's son like that? Like that seemed like grooming to me. That's his daughter's brother's.
Even Diddy's family life has come under renewed scrutiny. A resurfaced 2022 video shows him sharing an unusual moment with his mother, Janice, including a kiss on the lips. In the clip, Diddy introduces her as Mom Dukes, jokes about her being single, and talks about taking her to strip clubs. The footage has sparked online debate, but it does not by itself establish any sexual misconduct or inappropriate relationship.
Yeah, my mom's gorgeous. Let me introduce you to my mom, called Mom Dukes.
Hi.
She's getting a drip with me. She's hydrating. What's up, Mom?
Everything's good, baby. I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
My baby.
Mom, freshly dipped though. I was just trying to show you the shoes. Yeah, my mom's is single. Mom's is single. I ain't gonna hate on my mom's. She's single. Me and my mom talked about one time doing a dating show with her. And she's so picky. She's so picky, they don't stand. But yeah, that'd be the funniest show in the world.
It will be, especially with me.
I don't even want to get started if she was doing that. We're not doing that. Cause yeah, my mom's single. Yeah.
For real. Mom Duke know how to have a good time. She ain't sitting in the house playing. They outside moving and shaking, baby. She come with me to strip club. I don't care. For real. It's my dog, you know, I want to live life. We out here moving and grooving. So my mom told me, she just said, keep moving, baby.
That's right.
Keep moving.
Don't stop.
She could touch.
The clip was recorded more than a year before the first major public allegations of sexual abuse and misconduct against Diddy surfaced. That timing has led people online to revisit the footage and question what they were seeing. But these interpretations remain speculation. Former bodyguard Gene Deal has also claimed that Diddy treated his mother in an unusually intimate way, adding another layer to the controversy.
All far from the tree, man. You gotta realize that. You know, he didn't get all this from his daddy, because he didn't know his daddy, even though they try to say his daddy was some big time drug dealer in the whole 9 yards. You understand? He didn't get this from his daddy. You gotta realize, man, you know, his mother had a modeling agency, and it was alleged that it was also ladies of the night, a prostitution ring too, or these ladies was doing things other than modeling. So the apple don't fall far from the tree. Yeah. So now you gotta understand this, and looking at her and some of the stuff that he was saying, and their relationship has changed since I knew them, since I was around them. You understand? This man was talking about that his mother could take her palms and bend over and put them down on the floor. Not bend over, but she could stand straight up and put her palms on the floor, bruh. He's saying that about his mother. Who describes any of their mother actions like that in a sexual way? And then, you know, I don't know how many dudes do kiss their mother in their mouth when they 50, 60 years old or something like that. That's them, that's their whole thing, man. But that was a little kind of weird for me. And then his mother wore the same white fingernail polish that Cassie described that he liked to see her and other models in when she was describing her lawsuit. And what's crazy to me is that, man, it seemed like him and his mother had this, I don't want to get too deep, man, this Oedipus complex thing. You know what I mean? And a lot of people going to say, yo, Oedipus complex. Well, let me just tell you a brief story so you'll know. Oedipus it may have been Greek mythology, or it was probably Greek mythology or something like that, but it's a story about a young man that was told that he was going to kill his father and marry his mother. So on the way, this young man had grown up, you know, he didn't know that he was an orphan and then was adopted by a family. He thought the family he was with was his mother and father, but it wasn't. So on the way to this town, he gets into an argument with this other man and he kills him. He kills that man. Then he goes into that town. A lady is weeping about her husband, being told that her husband was dead, and he ended up marrying that lady, which was his mother. So Sigmund Freud came up with this thing about this Oedipus complex, about a sexual relationship, whether it's physical or mental, with a mother and a son. So I'm looking at his mother and him on the couch, and both of them are getting IVs after one of the Diddy parties. Allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly because I wasn't there and I didn't know, but they showed them both getting IVs on the couch. So my whole thing about this thing is that I'm not saying that she was ever at a freak off, she was ever at that type of party, but you can't tell me Miss Janice Combs, who was always at the regular parties, didn't know nothing about the freak off parties. This is the same dude, bruh, that used to disrespect his mother. So I seen the love now that they have for each other only on film and camera. You know, on the YouTube or Instagram or wherever they were showing it and stuff like that. But this the same guy that Kirk Burrows once told me he slapped his mother. And I told everybody, had I known he slapped his mother after I told Kirk Burrows, Kirk told me after I had straightened his ass out for cussing his mama out. His mother came in the limousine and he was on the phone and she said, yo, why don't you tell these people like that? And he just cussed her clean out like on some, didn't I tell you to stay out my motherfucking business? And I was like, yo, I was shocked. She didn't say nothing. I said to him, I said, yo, boy, let me tell you something. If you ever cuss your mama again, I'm gonna beat the shit out you. You ain't gonna bring nothing but bad luck to us treating your mama like that. So I guess he ain't treating his mama like that no more. But I don't have no qualms in her defending her.
The story gets even stranger, because Gene Deal has previously alleged that Diddy fired him after claiming his mother was making unwanted advances toward him. That allegation adds another bizarre chapter to the already controversial history surrounding Diddy and his inner circle.
Did you see the IG live that Puffy and his mom did? And Puffy, he was shouting out Mason, showing him love for, you know, him being a part of the No Way Out album. And, you know, his mom, she cut it in and, you know, I guess she didn't like him shouting out Mace, and she made a comment telling Mace stop messing with her son or whatever.
I guess mama wasn't feeling Mace. And Mace is a celebrity, and by him having a platform to say something about her son, you know, she would say that. You understand? I've said more about Mace, I've said more about Diddy than Mace have. But maybe because I'm not a celebrity, I don't have the platform, and he didn't say my name, she didn't say anything about, and you too, Gene Deal. And maybe because she might still find me sexy. She say she looking.
What you mean by that? His mom was trying to talk to you back then?
I don't wanna. What? What? That's how we fell out, bruh. That's how we fell out. You don't know? I thought you watched the Gene Deal show, Art.
Man, tell me about that. Y'all ain't know that.
Oh my God. Yo, one day, Puff and Justin was in the office, right? And sometimes I gotta watch Justin, but since the grandma up there, you know, she watching Justin something, I still gotta keep my eye on Puff. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know who security gonna let up sometimes, and this, that, and the third. So it used to like she used to have a restaurant, and she used to bring food up to the office and give it to people, right? So this one particular time, you know, she used to always like do innuendos to me. Gene, why you don't never Gene, why you don't never, Gene, why you don't like that? But I never even, you know, paid her any attention because it's always Miss Combs. It ain't Mama Combs, it ain't Janice, it's Miss Combs. You understand? I gave her that respect. But she used to always throw in the windows, and you know when somebody find you somewhat attractive. And then because I used to get in Puff's ass, because Puff used to be disrespectful around his mother. You understand? I'm glad they got a better relationship and they got a better understanding, because she know I said it before. You understand? When he cursed out, we was getting in a limousine. This when the office was on 19th Street and 5th Avenue. He said, didn't I tell you to stay out of my motherfucking business? He was talking to his mother. And I said, boy, let me tell you something. If I ever hear you cuss your mother again, I'ma beat the shit out you. You ain't gonna bring nothing but bad luck to us. Don't you ever cuss your mother.
At this point, it's hard not to ask, how did all of this allegedly happen in plain sight while so few people questioned it? If even some of these claims are accurate, why did nobody step forward sooner And how did the people around Diddy remain silent for so long?
But I told her to stay out of my business. Nigga, you wouldn't have no business if it wasn't for her. I'm not playing with you, man. Now you need to apologize to her. She slammed the door because she was gonna get in a limo with us at this time. She just left and went the other way. Now, we was in the office one time. This one time, Justin heard, she brought some food up. And she like, Gene, I need you to go downstairs and get this food out the truck or the van or whatever she had on down there. I need you to get out there. I said, and all these people's in the office. It's 1,000 interns that could have did that shit. But I know she just wanted to show that she had power over me, and I would never give her no power over me. You understand? Because she used to always ask me to do shit. I know what, she probably really wanted me to do, but I wasn't feeling that. So now, I'm sitting there like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not here for that. So she got all riled up. Everybody do what I tell them to do except you. Who do you think you are? Something like that. I said, I'm here for Puff. Anything happen to him while I go down there getting your food, it's a situation. Puff overheard the thing. And Puff came out and said, yo, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. Why you always messing with Gene? Leave Gene alone. This came out of his own mouth in his office. And there's people who was there who witnessed this shit. And from that point on, Paul started getting this other dude from my block, around our block, named Stretch, because he was NYPD, to take my days. And I just said to myself, man, I ain't fucking with that no more. And that's how we fell out. That's how it ended. That's how it ended.
So she was trying to get at you on the low. She was trying to come on to you. That's why she kept messing with you. But you wasn't going for it. You wasn't checking for it like that. You wasn't interested.
Not at all. No, I wasn't gonna knock the dust off that, bro. Not me.
You didn't find her attractive?
No, not at all.
The controversy surrounding Diddy doesn't end with him alone. His family has also faced public scrutiny, including lawsuits involving some of his sons. With so many unanswered questions still surrounding the case, the bigger question is what happens next for Diddy and everyone connected to him. What do you think the outcome will be? Share your thoughts in the comments below.